Hey, Craigslist, up here today for sale is my Silca Black Box clone, and apparently this model's up to date for 2011. It's listed in here for late model cars, but I've only messed with it with usually Japanese imports, late 2000s, 2008s, that sort of a thing. But everything I've tested on, it gets a solid connection with the OBD2 cable. That's the cable that it comes with. This actually plugs into the vehicle, if you will, and then this plugs into the machine. It's got some kind of updating cable that connects to a PC for some kind of firmware update or something. Really never messed around with that. What is included is the standard US 120 volt power source that plugs into it. Now, a lot of people for some reason think that this thing actually has to be plugged into a power source to function. That's not true. You just plug it into the car. As long as the car has a charge in the battery, it will actually just plug into the car and run on itself. So you don't need to run an extension cable or anything to the car that you're working on or anything like that. Hopefully you guys can see this stuff load. It says F1 to continue. And there's some kind of password option. I never mess with that. I don't recommend messing with that. The last thing you want to do is put a password on a tool and then not be able to remember it or whatever. And now, obviously, if you're interested in this machine, you want it for the immobilizer purposes. Hopefully you guys can see that. Don't know. That's programming transponders, cars with chips and the keys. This is a priceless tool to a locksmith. Anybody that does automotive work, anybody who has interest in doing automotive work, you gotta have a mobile key programmer. That's so important. Because I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna, tow the car to the dealership and tell your customer, yeah, I made you a key that'll turn the ignition, but that does you no good unless the car starts. So anyway. Yeah, it functions on a mobilizer. It'll actually program remotes. I don't know if you guys, I'm really hoping you guys can see this. It's got pin code retrieval. That's more important for Volkswagens, Nissans, where you need a pin code to add delete keys. And you can monkey with it, like I said, put a password. I don't recommend that. Database for storing data on cars you've worked on. You get to, I don't know, keep a note here or something. Haven't really messed with that. And then it's got like a test for its own software, firmware, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so let's get into the mobilizer here. And we've got Acura, Alfa Romeo, Audi USA, Buick. Goes down the list here. Just to give you an idea what other stuff this guy does, let's go to my favorite here, Honda USA. Enter. And you've got a few different options here. Now let me give you an example here. You hit F1 and it gives, obviously we're into a car model already here. It shows, the key number for the valet key, the key number for the original key, the transponder chip manufacturer. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says MEG for Megger, I think it was. Number of keys you can put into the system. Does it require a PIN code? Let's find out. No PIN code needed for programming procedure. This thing just saves you so much time. And they've really got this thing down to a science here. It's really nice. We can hit F2. It'll say, can be carried out by means of electronic device. That means that you don't have to wheel that car to the dealership. It can be done by this machine, and obviously a mechanical key that turns the ignition. Priceless tool to have. On that note, it's for sale today, and have a good one, YouTube.